Hawu seselishaye saliphepethi ihora lokuqala lwenqayizivele yohlelo ekhaya Jikelele asigijimisi dlamagaleyane umthaki uShembe lo ngumqondisi ngale komakhelwane uphinde wabuya ke futhi lapha phela kumnandi lapha ekhaya Jikelele makhulu uphinde wabuya uyazi ukuthi ke ukhuluma kunabantu omunye ke umuntu uthi ngesikhathi yena eshada umkhwenyana wakhe waphendula ifoni wathi hayi ngizobe ngikufonela Sithando ngisemncwabeni wabuza ke lo oshadayo wathi ayibo lo shaya ucingo wathi manje kulilizwe lani lapho hayi ngizwe umsindo abantu abalilizelayo waphendula kumkhwenyana wathi hayi maybe umufu uyavuka kanti uyashada hayi baqinisile kholo semakuthiwa after God fear this gender
hayi Bujeje bomnyama kuvele ukhanya sibambe ngazibini kalokho umzonsundu kokubani isahleli nathi kule yure yethu yesibini busando lungena uvelaphi kodwa ke ungaxhalabi kusekuninzi esiniphathele kona ngalentsasa wena simo sezulu ezemidlalo indaba ezichotshenhla apha ekhaya naphesheya kwamalwandle qiniseka kalokho into yokubana uthi chuncembe uyamkrweca umeza xelelo omnyumnyeza kube mandi apha ekhaya isenjimlo ke unonkanyezi kalubisi masichaye iqhuma Umongameli we-ANC umnumzana Cyril Ramaphosa udanalase indima esele igangathiwe kumqulu wezithembiso wonyaka ka-2019 walombutho kumabala ase-Dobsonville eSoweto phezolo.
Deadly attacks on police officers are sadly once more on the rise.
Sekuzo mengameli wezwe uCyril Ramaphosa ubeyingxenye ke futhi yalabo bebethamele inkonzo yokukhumbula amaphoyisa ashonele emsebenzini endlini zombuso ePitoli.
Bandi jongile abantu abadala bandi kadile abantu basekhaya bandi jongile abantu abadala bandi kadile abantu basekhaya igama lami ndinguLiso the musician lena Ekhaya Jikelele ufumana imidlalo ufumana imozulu ufumana imiculo ufumana nezindaba Bandi jongile abantu abadala bandi kadile abantu basekhaya bandi kadile abantu abadala bandi jongile abantu basekhaya
Odokotela abahlola izidumbu sebekuphothulile ukuhlolwa kwezidumbu zabashonile abangama-77 abashone lapho kusha isakhiwo bebehlala kuso edolobheni laseGoli ngesonto ledlule. Imndeni engama-69 izethule esikhungweni sokuhlolwa kwezidumbu i-Deep Kloof Forensic Pathology Services eyinsukwini ezintathu ezedlule abangama-62 kwabashonile bashe baba ngumlotha nokwenzeke ukuthi umsebenzi wokuhlola izidumbu ube nzima kakhulu. Odokotela abahlola izidumbu sebethembele kuli bofuze lwabashonile nemndeni yabo kuze kube manje iyi-13 imndeni oseqoqwe kuyo uli bofuzo. Umnyango wezempilo kusunxusa imndeni abashonile abangama-62 abangaziwa ukuthi inkosi yambavakashele emakhazini ase-Deep Kloof kuze kube manje kusangcwatshwe izisulu ezisishiyagalombili.
Umongameli we-ANC umnumzana Cyril Ramaphosa udandalazise indima esele igangathiwe kumqulu wezithembiso wonyaka ka-2019 walombutho kumabala ase-Dobsonville eSoweto phezolo. Kule ndibano ke lo mbutho uzibhenca ngakwenzileyo kule minyaka edlulileyo.
Ethetha kwibala laseDobsonville umongameli Cyril Ramaphosa uthe bengumbutho bafuna ukujonga esele kwenziwe ngumbutho nalapho kufuneka lo mbutho ulungise khona.
Senza lokhu ngokuba sifuna ukuthi sibone ukuthi sifike phi na ngemisebenzi yethu ukuthi abantu bazokwazi ukuthi mabayijonga iANC xa bayivotela bazi ukuthi iyenze emiphi imisebenzi.
Umba wotyalo mali nawo uchatshazelwe.
Promoting investments. We are inviting investors to come to our country. The reason why we are part of BRICS is also to make sure we bring those countries nearer so that they can bring investments here.
Eminye imiba iquka inguqu kuqoqosho namathuba emisebenzi. I-COVID-19 eyasuba imiphefumlo yabantu abaninzi, abantu bagqibela bephulukana nemisebenzi. Ubundlobongela obaqhuba eGauteng naKwaZulu-Natal nezikhukhula ezaphazamisana noqoqosho kweli kuquka nemfazwe equbayo phakathi kwe-Ukraine neRussia. Kwiindaba ze-SABC ndingusekiwe Ngombane.
Ziyanda izigameko zokubulawa kwamaphoyisa kuleli esemsebenzini njengoba sekuphangalale angama-34 phakathi kukaNdasa noMbasa nonyaka. Kukhunjulwe amaphoyisa asale enkundleni esemsebenzini ngesikhathi kugujwa usuku lwamaphoyisa izolo ezindlini zombuso.
Lusuku olungaginyisi mathe kwaphela kusapho lwamagosa esipolisa alishiya ngesaquphe magada ahlabayo bekuhlonitshwa kukhunjulwa kanye lo magorha.
Kunzima kodwa namhlanje at least ubona into bana sisakhunjulwa, ukubona into bana ipain yethu iyabonakala nakumongameli nakubo bonke abantu abaphethe country.
I-SABC Education Trust ime ngesifungo sokuxhasa intsapho nabantwana abahlelwa leli lifu lokuphulukana nababebathanda.
The police officers have got families. When they fall in the line of duty, their children ought to continue going to school so that they can be successful and lead a better life regardless of having lost their parents.
Iinkokheli zenkonzo yesipolisa zikhumbuze ezintsapho zabhujelwayo ukuba ukuwa kwalamagosa kulolize.
Members of SABC are safe. They should look after themselves and make sure that they are protected at all times.
Umongameli Cyril Ramaphosa uvakalise inhlonipho kumagosa awele enkomeni.
The increase in the killings of police officers, whether on or off duty, demonstrates the level of desperation of criminals.
Kukwaphakanyiswa inkxalabo yamagosa esipolisa abulawa engekho semsebenzini. Umongameli umemelele inkxaso kwabakwantsasana nanjengoko bejamelene nemingeni eyakubo ngqo nemayela nomsebenzi. Nanjengoko ixesha le-festive lisondele, amagosa esipolisa anoxanduva olusinda nangakumbi, nto leyo ibenza babe semngciphekweni. Ukanti ke abo baseseluqeqeshweni bazawuqinisekiswa ngokusesikweni babe yinxalenye yokulwa ulwaphulomthetho nobundlobongela.
U-Emmerson Mnangagwa uza kubekwa njengomongameli waseZimbabwe okwesibini namhlanje, okuke kulandela emva kokuphumelela ukhetho kwinyanga ephelileyo. Umongameli uCyril Ramaphosa kunye nezinye intloko zamazwe omandla kulindeleke ukuba bazimase lo msitho. UMnangagwa weZANU-PF uphumelele isihlandlo sakhe sesibini nesokugqibela somgaqo-seko ngeevoti zingama-52% phezu kwembangi yakhe enkulu uNelson Chamisa we-Citizens Coalition for Change. Ngaphambi kokuba uphume mbukeli ubeqhafuqhafu bebright ngabena fright, qiniseka kaloku into yokubana uyalazi uqikelelo lwemozulu. Rhabula kodwa ngafinci. Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele kaloku apha ekhaya jikelele kwinkqubo ndaba yakho uDTT. Miss Culture International ukhuphiswano lonobuhle olunenjongo yokukhulisa ukhenketho lolapha ekhaya nolwamazwe ngamazwe kunye nokukhuthaza nokuzingca nokuthatha inxaxheba kwinkcubeko yethu yesintu. Apha ke kwiziko lethu losasazo sindonelwe ngumlawuli wokhuphiswano lonobuhle Miss Culture International uphume Gumbi. Uhamba ke nayo uQueen unomfundo sukazi Miss Culture International 2023. Manqale ndithi congratulations. Unjani?
Ngiyaphila njani sisi?
Ndiyaphila CEO. Unjani nawe?
Ngiyaphila sisi njani?
Ndiyaphila nami siyanamkele ekhaya jikelele. Ndifuna uqala ngawe Phume ngumphathi CEO intambo zikuwe. Khe usibalisele ngohambo lwakho lokuba usibandakanye no Miss Culture International as the CEO.
So ngingenile kulesikhundla lesi ngoba ngibona ukuthi kukhona isidingo sokuthi kube khona especially umuntu wesifazane, and as well as I come from a background of a lot of culture. So I believe ukuthi this is something that is going to unite a lot of different countries, as there are 35 countries that are involved in this contest. This will mean that as the world will also be engaging with different cultures, will be understanding ukuthi where people come from, bawobani, baphumapi, and yini udaba oluphuma from amasiko abo.
Wow, interesting. And nomfundo wayibetha wayivala mntasekhaya wabuya nayo crown. Congratulations. Khawunabisela into yokubana how has the journey been, because uyabalisa into yokubana nina as models funeke nivelise uba ningobani nisukaphi inkcubeko yenu. Xa bebiza igama lakho besithi nomfundo, how was the feeling?
First of all, ngifuna nje ukucacisa ukuthi imbodli ngayilulanga neze, understand, and also the fact that there's a lot of beautiful ladies, abantu aba very empowered and very ambitious, yeah, understand, and it's very intimidating at times. But then that moment of being called ukuthi yeah, so Miss, it actually just gives you that hope. As a young woman, it actually gives you, you know what, this means it's not delusional, I understand. It's actually something that is real, and it's something that's so it gives you hope very much.
Amazing. Unangaphi ngathi nje nokusemncane bethuna?
Ngina 23.
Sirazi. Yazi ndithi una 16.
Awubakithi uyiphatha kahle. Shout out to Machichi.
Yes, shout out to Machichi abanga.
Awubakithi.
Yes, girl, uya emhlangeni?
Yebo, ngiya emhlangeni, and I've been attending Irid Dance from 2017.
Amazing. Ndiyalibona nolwimi lwakho luqinile. Siphi isigodi sakho?
Well, umama waseDumbe, but ubaba waseMtuba, so into yokuthi vele kuhlangene.
Uyabantu engibaziyo baseMtuba kodwa sikho lapho. Phume, I mean, uchilo earlier on into yokubana, I mean, this is recent into yokubana ube yi-CEO, and then ndiyaqonda from a distance uthe xa ujonga uqonda bajonga xa ngena zikhona izinto endifuna uba ndiziimplemente. So what is it that you did differently xa ungenayo, and zeziphi ezinye izinto oqonda bajonga ndifuna uzongeza so that ibe nala juice, ibe ne-spice, and also ipromote amantombazana asakhulayo?
Okubalulekile kakhulu is njengoba eshilo uQueen wethu ukuthi this brings a lot of inspiration to the youth, so and to young girls. So into sifikile engifike nayo mina ngibelieve ukuthi yona into ebalulekile kakhulu is to bring unity. So the unity that we're bringing is unity in regards to other countries. Ngoba khumbula ukuthi njengoba uQueen representa South Africa, there are other countries that are involved in this pageant. So we'd like to have as many countries involved. We'd like South Africa as a country to also be able to welcome all these other countries that are coming on board. Bakwazi ukuthi babone iculture yethu la eSouth Africa, as we are the hosts of the function lane. Babone ukuthi sinaba 11 different languages, meaning ukuthi we've got lots of different cultures, and we'd like for them to explore all these different cultures. So what I would like to bring in, and which is very important, is globally, internationally, for all the other countries to enjoy South African culture.
Amazing, enjoying South African culture, and here you are uwongiwe as Miss Culture. Ndifuna ukuza kwinto yokubana, what does it mean to be a woman in South Africa who is culturally rooted, not just inina nje, because we live in a modern world. Apho uzofumanisa into yokubana amantombazana afana nawe asakhulayo ayijongela phansi into ye culture athi hayi wethu zizinto zakudala. We are in the 21st century. I am beaming with pride xa ndiva into yokubana uzibandakanye nomhlangeni usazinca usaziphethe kakuhle. What does it mean to you into yokubana ube linini elisakhulayo that is culturally rooted?
Well, first of all, kuyekuthiwe amadlozi wethu nesiko lethu alina 21st century. Yeah, understand. So I think that means a lot for me. I am a very spiritually bounded person, and konke lokhu, it's something that comes naturally to me. Yeah, understand. And I think one thing that has motivated me to this far ukuthi angiphiliswa abanye abantu, angiphiliswa ukuthi kwenzakalani around me. Yes, I'm self-aware of what is happening around me, but ukuthi peer pressure yangihlule primary school, I always say that. Ukuthi not because other women are doing this, then I have to do it. I need to know who I am and understand what brings hope to me, what brings, you know, what brings cool me. And actually just go for that. Because now, if sizophila ngokuthi, oh, because other girls are doing it, then I have to do it to see happy kanjalo si generation enjani and sibafundisana abantwana abancane abasakhula.
Wow, sendiyabona ngokuba uwinele ntoni. And ngiyayithanda nalento ichaphazela into kubana you are spiritually grounded. I mean at a young age already so uyazazi indaba zakho because abanye abantu bazidefine ngendlela ezithile. So I believe that if you have a spiritual identity, ngeyona that's your superpower. And I mean that's why you are Miss Culture International. Phume ndiyafuna into kubana ushare some of the success stories. I know that mhlambe ugqibozibandakanya kungekudala, but I mean sifuna ukwazi into kubana iimpact ifuthe laba Miss Culture International nokukhuthaza abazali into kubana umntwana akwazi into kubana ambandakanyise nalukhuphiswana.
Ngingathini nje kubalulekile kakhulu ukuthi abantwana basibakhulisa ba understand imvelaphi yabo. Kubalulekile futhi ukuthi especially amantombazane abe naloko ukukhuseleleka ekhula. So uma sikwazi ukuthi sibahlanganise nama competition anjena kubanikeza inspiration enkulu, ubanikeza nethemba, ukubanikeza nehope. Njengoba nizwa uQueen ekhuluma ngezinto zonke yena ayizona ezishintshe nempilo yakhe ngokuthi aziphathe kahle, akhule ngendlela akhule ngayo. So ngiyathemba ukuthi icompetition ekanjena nokuthi abantwana bamantombazane bakwazi ukuthi baziphathe ngendlela abayiphethe ngayo, bakwazi ukuthi bangene ama competition anjena, bakwazi ukuthi baye umhlaba wonke. Ziningi indawo asazoyihamba, kuningi futhi esisazo kunxoxela ngako, nikwazi ukuthi nike experience nathi whilst she's going through her journey. It's an international journey. And sifisa ukuthi izwe lethu as South Africa and our culture likwazi ukuthi very soon in the next year akwazi ukuthi aye phesheya, akwazi ukuthi axoxe udaba lakhe phesheya, angenelane nemncintiswane phesheya. Andisabaweli yabona nje nguthetha into kubana ku international sentsho umuntu ofana nami angangenela and umuntu othi jonga dinomdla nami ndiyafuna ungena ku Miss Culture South Africa International. Sentsho I believe I have what it takes, what qualities are needed ndingangena because nditempted. No, everybody is welcome. Obviously, we have got certain auditions nezinto esibhekayo ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sibone umuntu ozokwazi ukuthi amelele position lena, but wonke umuntu is welcome. Sikhona ko wonke ama pages, ama Facebook pages, kuma Instagram pages. Ngicela ukuthi nisijonge nisibheke nibone ukuthi yini yenzakalayo, nibone nezinto esezanzakalile last year, the year before. So ngicela ukuthi nisicheke ukuze if kukhona umuntu obonayo ukuthi lento imfanele asondele because wow, I mean ndiyayithanda iopportunity enibapha zona into kubana anenze kuphela lonto kodwa niyabakhuthaza into kubana baziphathe kakuhle, bayazi imvelaphi namasiko. And I love the fact that ni bring all these different cultures. Into othi mhlambe nami njengomXhosa ndiyafunda into kubana abaZulu benza njani into ezithile. Cultural exchange, I love that. Queen bakubukele ngoku, I mean so yi role model. I'm sure amantombazana asakhulayo ajonge kuwe as their role model. I mean in a world that is constantly changing, efuna ukudefine ba ungubani wena une identity yakho, athina amazwi okukhuthaza that young girl who feels like our mama phupha asoze afezeke. And njengokuba uphumelele le victory yakho uyifuna usebenzisa njani ukukhuthaza namanye amanina asakhulayo?
First of all, kubalulekile ukuthi mawumuntu who is actually in the spotlight, think about abantwana bakubhekile. Think about the younger generation. Yeah, understand that if it's the opportunity to actually change the world and make it what we want to see, I think understand. And to be honest with you, I work with young girls, I work with abantwana abancane, and I'm very close to them. So whatever I do, I make it my priority to actually inspire them in every way I can. I understand. And I think but again, bottom line is kubalulekile ukuthi mawumuntu wenze ongakhona ukwenza okusemandleni wakho ukuthi whenever you are in the spotlight, wherever okhona mawukhona okuncane okwenzayo kuyamsiza umunye umuntu, understand. And amazwe nginawo for abantwana abancane ukuthi you got this. I think into eyenza ukuthi abantwana abaningi bangabi naloko ukuthemba nalelo ukuzithanda nokuzizwa ukuthi bangabi naloyo umuntu ozobatshela ukuthi you got this. Understand. So you got this. Go for it. Whatever, everything is possible. Zazi wena and go forward. That's what matters. Zazi wena and go forward. And I think wonke umuntu okhona ukuthi ashintshe izwe, they can, whatever you can do, just go forward.
Go for it. Bayacho bati, be the change that you want to see.
Yes.
Halala. What is the future looking like? Because ngendlela othetha ngayo, I can only imagine ba ikamva lakho lifumane njani ingase ngafaka izpecs because ingathi li bright. I mean, what are your future projects njengokuba ungenele Miss Culture, zinto nojonge kuzo in the next coming years?
Protecting children yinto eseduze kakhulu enhliziyo yami. So kuko konke ngifuna ukwenza, I want to actually bring awareness to child protection, child rights, and also child mental health, I understand. And also probably in the far future, I want to be able to actually build a home for vulnerable learners, because sihleli la khona umntwana ongenayo sanitary towel, khona umntwana ongenayo toiletries. As I said, because I work very close with learners as a learner support agent. Last week I said to them, guys, they were like, teach us now amarol on. We understand because with this high rate of poverty, but if I can actually be able to reach out to learners, things like that, then I think
wow. Pume siyabulela kakhulu ngokubana isindwendwele, and thank you so much for into yokubana ni created this platform for young girls abafana noNomfundo. Ndiqinisekile into yokubana into ibikhona ngaphakathi kwakhe, kodwa ndiqinisekile uthe wawungena yabhuma le flower. Thank you so much for investing kumantombazana amancinci. Ntombi Tinga ntakandini. Ntinga so untingile kakade. Thank you so much for joining us. Siyazinca ngani si Ekhaya Jikelele.
Okay, no siyabonga. Enginto ebalulekile, our pageant is on the 25th of November.
Okay.
Yes, we're having our final finale. We've got 35 countries abazobe bekhona for this amazing event. But as time goes, we'll be sharing more information.
Wow, yes. Amazing stuff eniyenzayo. Siqinisekile nathi si Ekhaya Jikelele sawufumana invitation.
Yes, of course.
Front row. Right, mbukeli wami abo kaloku besincokola nabo nguye kaloku uphume kumbi oyi-CEO ye-Miss Culture International, kanti ke sancokola naye uNomfundo Sukazi uMiss Culture International 2023 besibalisela ngomsebenzi omhle abawenzayo ekuqinisekiseni into yokubana baqaqambisa inkcubeko ngapha benza kaloku umsebenzi womhle wokuqaqambisa amanina asakhulayo. Simvele bethuna nesithi into yokubana be the change that you want to see. Kanti ngoku masithi qhuyisi yobhatala amatyala, wena ungaqusha uqhushalaze ubukele iEkhaya Jikelele apha kwinkqubo naba yakho uDTT.
Siphinde sikwamukele ke mbukeli wekhaya Jikelele, kanti ke njengamanje siqhubeka nezindaba zethu. EGoli ke mbukeli bekusabatshazwa ukusha kwesakhiwo esedluleni nabantu abangaphezulu kwama-70, kanti kakapheli nesikhathi esingakanani kwenzekile phela lokho. Sakuphinde ke futhi kwasha imjondolo eFlayoff eGoli. Ukuthola kabanzi ke sixhumana nokhulumela bezimo eziphuthumayo ke eGoli uRobert Mlawuzi. Asikubingelele sikwamukele Robert ohlelweni lethu sibonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho.
Sibulisa umsakazi
bomabonakude.
Robert, akusichazela ukuthi kwenzekeleni eFleerhof siyezwa kuthiwa ngathi kube nemikhukhu ewu44 ethe yaqhamuka amalangabi.
Ya, sinengozi yokusha kumjondolo la endaweni yase extension 5 eFleerhof. La kube nengozi yokusha kumkhukhu, kube nabantu ingane ezimbili iminyaka yazo ilana kumbili nemhlanu between 2 and 5. Umama wabo uthola ingozi mhlambe yami smoking inhalation nokulimala kancane, samthatha samisa esibhedlela eduzane la eDiscovery Hospital la thola khona unyango lokuqala lapho kuleso sibhedlela. So imbangela yomlilo ungathi bebasebenzisa ikhandlela ngalesikhathi before umlilo uba khona.
Manje uma ngabe nifika lapho Robert, ngoba siyazi ukuthi ningabe oboqala ukufika nifike natholani isimo senjani?
Yeah, isimo bethi imkhukhu beyisha kakhulu because mawuthi uyabheka bekune about 44 imkhukhu 44. So siyabonga ukuthi sikwazile ukuthi siviyele eminye imkhukhu ukuthi kungahle mhlambe indawo yonke, ngoba msakazi uzokhumbula ukuthi la kule ndawo esikhuluma ngayo I think mhlambe a month ago sibe nengozi efana nale khona kuyo le ndawo le la kuzokwashona umuntu oyi1 lapho kule ngozi kwasha imikhukhu eminingi kakhulu. So sikwazile ukuthi sivike ukuthi imikhukhu ingashi kakhulu. So hence sithanda ukuthi sixwayise phakathi ukuthi bachubekele phambili banakekele izinto abasebenzisayo mhlambe ama-prima stove amakhandlela kanjalo ukuthi sizokwazi ukuvikela ingozi efana nale.
Mr Mulawudzi, mhlawumbe ucabanga ukuthi abantu bafundiseke ngokwanele yini mhlawumbe ngendlela abangagwema ngayo nje umlilo, ikakhulukazi makuyilezi izikhathi zasebusika lapho abasuke besebenzisa khona izinto ezifana nama-heat, ama-gas njalo njalo, njengoba ke iwinter sihamba nje ke kodwa siyazi ukuthi ey'ndaweni ezisemjondolo kakhulu basazoqhubeka vele basebenzisa amakhandlela.
Ya, siyenza konke kusemandleni njengomnyango siphuthumayo, kakhulukazi umnyango wethu wokufundisa umphakathi i-public education ukuthi siphume ngaphandle siyenza ama-campaign, sikhulume nabantu ukuthi bangayinakekela kanjani mhlambe isikhathi lasamanje mhlambe izinto ezifana nama-paraffin stove namakhandlela kanjalo. So sibona ngathi umsebenzi wethu umphakathi uyabonakala. Mhlambe inkinga yethu kakhulu mhlambe singathi mhlambe ilayo zamadolobheni mhlambe lama-building, but indawo ama-infrastructure siyabona ukuthi khona kakhulu ukwehla mhlambe kwengozi ezingazo lapho, into yesisaziseleka mhlambe abantu basashona kulezo zidati. Imfundiso yethu cabanga ukuthi siyasebenzisana kahle nama-community ngokuhlukahlukana kwabo, sisebenzisana futhi nama-community leaders ukuthi umphakathi ube nolwazi lokuthi bayithatha kanjani mhlambe basebenzisa lezi zinto lezi ama-heating device wabo.
Manje Robert, baphike laba bantu abashelwe imjondolo njengoba besibalile ukuthi it's 44 shacks. So labo bantu mhlawumbe bebehlala lapho bakuphi njengamanje, babekwephi?
Isebenzisana ukhansela kakhulu kwendawo e-extension 5. Sikwazile ukuthi sisebenzisana ne-disaster management yethu. Kukhona ihholo umphakathi lapho kule ndawo eFleerhof, kulaba abahlala khona kwamanje, and then i-disaster management officials wethu baloko baba enze ukuthi bathole whatever izinto azidingayo ukuthi bakwazi ukuqhubekela phambili nempilo balapho kule ndawo. Then ngapha kulinye iside bayalungisa imikhukhu yabo kule ndawo abe bahlala khona.
Manje ezigamekweni njengalezi mnumzane uMlawudzi, mhlawumbe abantu ngabacebisa ukuthi benze njani? Sengisho izigameko zokuthi mhlawumbe uma benifike endaweni kakhulukazi njengoba besibonile lapha ebuilding ekade elisha lele belinwa 5 bekuyi5 story building, kanye nalapho ke emkhukhwini masenifika manje kusha imkhukhu ewu44. Mhlawumbe uma benifika naningi abezimo eziphuthumayo endaweni enjengalezo, ikuphi mhlawumbe ungacebisa ukuthi abantu bangakwenza ukuze benze umsebenzi wenu ukuthi ube lula mhlawumbe?
Umsebenzi wethu ungaba lula kakhulu if ukuthi bangasinikeza ithuba ukuthi senze umsebenzi, ngoba indaweni eziningi mhlasazi zamazwe imjondolo kakhulu. Sazi ukuthi umphakathi banokuthi bathanda ukuthi athi abathathe lo msebenzi wethu bazenzele bona mhlambe angithi sinawo ukuthi banokuthatha ukuthi bawuthathe bona lenzele and then bona abanalo ulwazi so lokuthi bayalimala lapho masiloku sisebenza so siyathanda ukuthi basinikeze ichance ukuthi thina enze umsebenzi wethu ngoba thina siqeqeshiwe umsakazi yinkinga yethu ukuthi abantu bayathanda ukuthi bazenzele abanalo ulwazi so of course umsebenzi wethu uyingozi so bangalimala mhlambe abangenza lokho umsakazi.
Manje bangabe sikhuluma nje mhlawumbe ngethimba lakho ngoba sibonile lapha amakucishwa umlilo uze wancoma impela nomengameli Cyril Ramaphosa ukuthi ayikwasheshe kwafikwa sababona ke nabacima imlilo einkundleni zokuxhumana sebeqedile behlezi bekhathele lapha ngacabanga nje ngathi uyazi egamekene njengalezi azesinganaka amaqhawe kuyiwona asuke behind ukuthi asize kuleso simo leso ungathi mhlawumbe unalo ninalo nje njengomkhandlu wasegoli kanje ithimbelanele lokubhekana nezimo enjengalezi.
Yeah, I think ingoba sikhulumile ngalo umsebenzi lo omuhle kakhulu owenziwe firefighters angithi mhlambe wonke abantu abasebenzile incident mina ngafika about 23 years kule fight azange ngahlangana nayo ingozi efana nale angiboni ukuthi akho in my lifetime isazoba khona ingozi efana nale hlangane nayo lapha edolobheni lethu la kushona khona abantu abaningi kangaka so isimo besiyingozi kakhulu mhlambe nakithi abantu abasebenzayo kuleyo ndawo leyo so siyabonga ukuthi ukwazile ukuthi sisebenzisane nawo wonke umuntu bakakhona amapholisa MPD ama-security officers lawo bakhona lapho ukuthi sikwazi ukwenza lo msebenzi lo osiwenzile yes egoli umsafazi khona inkinga mhlambe yezimoto ezizokuphuthuma mhlambe masiya la kulezo indawo lezi ezinengozi ngeke mhlambe explain kakhulu ukuthi kwenzakale ngoba abalaleli la ngaphandle bayazi ukuthi mhlambe kube nama cancellation noma contract kaningi so leyo ndawo leyo administration sina siyavuma ukuthi sinayo shortage mhlambe yimoto ezifanele sihambe ngazo siye lapha kuyingozi but lezi esinazo senza ngokusemandleni ukuthi sizibeke endaweni lezi esaziyo ukuthi zinengozi ukwenzela ukuthi bakuba nengozi akwazi endaweni zasejondolo nala ngoba sazi ukuthi kunamanye ajekiwe or abandoned so siyabeka imoto zethu zibeka kule ndawo esazi ukuthi zinengozi so uzokwazi ukufika ngokushesha ukuba nengozi.
Sibonga kakhulu kumnumzane Mulawuthi ngesikhathi sakho.
Siyabonga mfowethu nabantu balaleli lapha ngaphandle.
Sibonge kakhulu. Mbukelo lowo ke beku uRobert wakwamlawuthi ebesixoxisana naye mayelana nemjondolo ke esithe yasho bahanguhangu lapha endaweni yase Fleehof noma ke eFlayhof. Okwamanje ke mbukeli ake sithi nje ke sibheke eindabeni zezemidlalo. Umqondisi we-South African Rugby uRasi Erasmus uthi yena nomqeqeshi wamabhokobhoko uJacques Iindaba bake babhekana ngandlela thize neqembu laseScotland. Lokhu ukusho nje amabhokobhoko azodlala umdlalo wokuvula neScotland kwendebe yomhlaba ka-2023 eFrance ngesonto elizayo.
I don't think a lot of people know that. Like myself and Jock, when we coach at Munster, we coach against Gregor, Glasgow, yeah. Four games in 1 year, and you know there's a quite close tie, and he's a really class coach with always good plans. We know he's a coach that definitely support players with ball in hand, and as most people say, play what you see. So that's always a threat, especially with the fly-off and fin that they have. And then there's close connections like Tandy, the defence coach. We coached against him when he was at Ospreys. Peter de Villiers is a South African. There's a lot of South African players in their team that know South African our players well. So it's all in all. I think there's going to be not to make anybody the favourites or the underdogs. I don't believe in why people want to make the one favourites and one the underdogs, because I don't really think it changes anything. But I do think with Gregor there and the way Scotland has been building towards it. I look at their squad, I think they've got an average age of year 28 and I think something of 38 test matches, that's like a squad. And so, I think we'll have to be firing on all cylinders to make sure we get through this one.